I went to UNA, got my undergraduate there, taught for a couple of years and decided I needed my master's. So I went to UAB and got my master's in elementary education. My first year I taught at Cortland and taught kindergarten. Left Cortland and went to Lakeview, which is now Leon Sheffield. Taught 2 years there, moved over here after that, and been here ever since at Francis Nungesser. This is home.
This is home. Why is it home?
I'm single, so I don't have any children. Every year they ask me how many kids I have, and I say how many I have in my classroom. So this year I have 18 kids. They're my life. This is what I do.
So you would say you're more than just a teacher. Maybe you're a mom to some of these kids. You're a grandmother.
I'm on my second generation, so I have students of students that I have had before.
What drew you to this profession, to be an educator?
I was a shy little girl. My father worked for Monsanto, so we transferred when I was in 3rd grade to Missouri. So this shy little southern girl went to Missouri and had that strange accent. I had a speech impediment also, and that teacher that year took me under her wing, and she was my mentor. These kids here know my story. They know that I was that little girl that hid. So I understand them when they come in and they're that little girl that doesn't want to be called on, or that little boy that doesn't want to be called on. So I really try to make my kids feel like Miss Hasse made me feel. I want them to know that I love them and that we're all one group, that we don't make fun of anybody in here, that they're all part of this classroom. I want them to feel comfortable. If they're comfortable, they're going to perform for me. I tried to get to know them. I tried to get to know their families. And as long as I can build a relationship with either their parent or them, they're going to do their best because they want to please me.
What would you say is one of your favorite things about being an educator? What is your passion? What is your drive?
To see that I reach them, to see that they're doing the best they can. They might not be all A students. This is home. But they're students that are showing me what they can do and that they're doing their best. And that's okay with me. As long as they're doing their best, that's all I need.
What's your favorite subject to teach?
Math. That's easy. I like reading too. My principal will probably say reading's my strong suit.
A lot of students struggle, whether it's with reading or whether it's with math. And when you see that aha moment and the light bulb,
yeah.
What is that like for you to know you've reached that child who seemed unreachable there for a moment?
The ones that are struggling, and by the end of the year, they're reading. That's a highlight in my world. You know, I reached them. I did what I needed to do.
You have spent your adult life teaching. Now we're coming to the end of a beautiful career. What is that like for you?
It's sad. It is. It was a hard decision. I have said it for several years, and every year I said, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. And I can't give it up. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be one of those interventionists. I'm going to still try to reach the kids that are struggling. And that's what I want.
You see now kind of what's happening in the education system. A job that used to be people flocking to education, wanting to be teachers, is now maybe taking a different transition. For someone with all of your years of experience, is that difficult for you to watch people walk away from a profession?
It's hard, yeah, to see that and to read. There's not many in education now because we need them. We need young teachers. Education's not what it used to be. Those iPads, those computers, but the young folks know how to use them. But you have to be willing to have change. You have to be flexible. You know, you might come in one day and you think you're going to do this, and it just bombs. And you just go with a different thing.
Words of wisdom that you would give to anyone looking to get into the teaching profession, or maybe teachers already in the profession that may be frustrated or feel like that this is not for them? Why stay in education?
Get in it and stay in it for a while, a couple of years. No, education is on the pendulum. It goes back and forth. And when I first started, we were over here, and now we're on the other end, and it will gradually go back. That's why you have to be flexible with it. You have to go with the flow.
Anything that you would like to say to Decatur City Schools, to your fellow staff members, for all the years that you've shared together?
They've been very supportive, and I appreciate that. They've always been willing to help. They've always said, we're here if you need us. And that's important, that you know you have the support of your principal. You have the support of your team. I haven't ever had a problem that I couldn't find an answer for from somebody in Decatur City Schools. I appreciate them, and I'll miss it. I really will. I mean, keep talking to me, you'll see tears. You can cut that.